Hey, this is a Squier Classic Vibe 50s Telecaster. This is the Fender Player II Telecaster. This is the Fender American Professional II Telecaster. This is the Fender American Ultra Telecaster. This is the Fender Custom Shop 1963 Telecaster. 5 Telecasters, 5 different price points. 4 of them are blue, 1 of them is yellow. They don't make a blue in the Classic Vibe, otherwise I'd have 5 blue. I'm going to show you everything about these 5 Telecasters, and maybe then this will help you decide which one's best for you. Okay, before we get going, an absolutely massive, huge, ultra big, mega thanks to Sweetwater. They've been a huge supporter of my channel from early on, and they've provided a few of the guitars for today's video. They've been a part of making this channel what it is today, and I'll always be grateful for that. Okay, now let's do something. I haven't done this in a while. I've done a few comparison videos like this like 5-6 years ago. It's been a little while since I've done one like this, and I've never done 5 guitars. So we're gonna do something called a blind tone challenge. So what that is I've pre-recorded some playing on each guitar, and you're gonna hear 5 samples, and then you're gonna have to guess which one is which, or you can just say which one you like the best. So we're gonna do 5 clean tone samples and then 5 dirty tone samples. And because we're doing 5 guitars, I'll make the clips pretty short so you can have them in succession, and then like, if you make them too long, then you can't remember the other ones, and then you're like, that's not useful. So let's make it useful and fun. Got it? Okay, let's go. Okay, now we're gonna what? Okay, now we're gonna do something I've never done this before. We're gonna talk about each guitar, and I'm gonna pick my favorite parts about each one. I got categories, and just look at my list here. We got best looks, best tones, best hardware, the tuners, the neck, the frets, the body, output, jack, controls, best weight, best value, best overall, top pick, like which guitar I would pick that I think is still the best value. So let's start with we'll go in order. We'll go in the order of everything. This is the classic Vibe 50s Telecaster. It's the lowest price. Look at the grain on that. This looks amazing on camera. I don't know if you're seeing that, what I'm seeing, because it's focusing on my face. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Okay, so what do I think about this guitar? Obviously one of the best values. It's the cheapest price guitar. And the only negative, I guess I could say about it, some of them are crazy heavy, like over 9 pounds. This one's decent. This one, if you can find one, like you go in Sweetwater, you see the weights. This one was just over 8 pounds. Everything's good on it. You might not like the super sticky, glossy fretboard and finish on the neck. And if you're not a fan of that, there are tons of videos people have taken different materials, and you can wear that down if you want. Anyways, so yeah, the biggest drawback this one has going is the heavyweight sometimes and the cheaper electronics, except this one has a nice switch, and you can feel it. I opened it up and you saw it. The pots are the small pots. That's about it. Everything else feels pretty good on it. It doesn't say Fender on the headstock, so that's, some people might not like that. They're like, I want a Fender, not a Squier. And this one is made in Indonesia. And it has a really cool grain on the neck that I've noticed. If I put that close up, it might be hard to see there. Anyways, okay, so yeah, overall, cool guitar. Let's go on to the next one. Next, and this isn't all the guitars they have. I tried to pick different price points, almost doubling each time. So this one is the the Player II, and this was just re-released. I'm gonna say re-released. It's a sequel to the Pro. Oh my God, let's erase all that. Okay, we're scrapping all of that. No, we're just gonna stick right here. Player II series, sequel to the Player series. This is made in, oh wow, that's actually, I've never seen that before. This is the first, I'm just noticing something. It's made in Mexico. This is the first time I've seen this. It's made in Ensenada. That's the city in Mexico. That's the first time I've noticed that. You're noticing something with me for the first time. So this is the Player series. This is the first level price point in Fender's official, like when you get Fender on the headstock. What do I like about it? Pretty much everything. This is the kind of guitar you could buy, and you don't need to upgrade anything. Everything's good. Everything's good. I really like the neck, the satin neck. Frets are good. I like these tuners. It's like these vintage style tuners. They're called classic gear tuners. I like the pickups. It's got the 3-way switch. It's got the modern bridge. You don't have the ashtray that gets in the way with your hands. That's it's good value. I said it with the last one too. It's good. Okay, it's good. Now, we're doubling the price. I can feel this one's lighter. This is the Pro 2. This is my favorite neck ever from Fender. These Pro 2 necks. I don't know if it's a combination of the shape and the satin feeling on it. Everything. It's got the little bit of a sculpted heel. It's not really. It's, if you hold that up, I know they try to advertise that as a big feature. It's just like a little notch cut out there. But anyways, it's something different. I like the bridge. It's kind of an ashtray bridge, but it's kind of, they've trimmed down the sides so your hand doesn't get caught on the edge. It's got the humbucker tone, right? You got your 3-way selector. In the middle, you can get the series or parallel. And my biggest complaint with this one is the button sticking out to the point where I really don't like that. I tried to think it was okay when I had a Pro II. I sold it, and that was one of my major gripes about it. Just how that sticks out. It not only sticks out, it sticks out a lot. It's not just a little bit, it's a lot. And anyways, otherwise, these are really good. Is it rolled edges on the fretboard? Yeah. The Player II does that now too. So like the big difference between this one and the, wow, they don't even say it anymore. It says Corona, California. It doesn't say made in USA. It doesn't say made in anything. I'm going to say these are my least favorite tuners. They work fine. It's just the actual stringing these tuners sucks. It's just a personal thing. Good guitar, you get the Elite case with it. So you get a nice hard shell case. What else can I say? Pickups sound good. It's a good, it's not cheap. They're expensive. And the color is pretty crazy too, right? Miami blue. So, they're Pro II. Good guitar. Now, going up. God, I don't know if this is double that one. Maybe a third of that. This is the Ultra, and it's totally obsolete. They just released the Ultra too before I got to make this video. This one's awesome. Just looks beautiful. The blue Cobra finish. It's got binding. It's got a tummy cut. This one is like ultra modern, right? If you look at the heel, that's actually a real heel cut. Heel cut? Yeah, that's a real heel cut. I'll just show you the difference. I know it's been in side by side in other parts of the video, but right, you can see they really cut it away on this one. It's a cutaway, heel cutaway. This one has the S1 switching, so you can get the humbucker tone in the middle, and it's an S1 switch, which I like. Prefer that versus the push, which pops out, and this has a really nice neck as well. It's got the locking tuners. Comes with the same case as the Pro II, and it has these strap buttons are the what do they call that? Strap locks. Strap locks. Anything else to mention? Fit and finish, amazing. Frets are good. Noiseless pickups, generation 4 or 5. I can't remember in this one. So yeah, this is like a sleek, very sleek, beautiful guitar. Expensive, very expensive. Okay, and then moving on to the last one. This one, obviously this is like controversial because it's got some relicking. So there's the relic haters and there's people that don't care. What this is trying to do is recreate the vibe of a 1963 Telecaster, as if you bought a 63 Telecaster. If you went out and found a 63 Telecaster, you'd be paying probably, I'm trying to think, 5-6 times what this one costs. This one's crazy expensive too, but relatively. So you're getting the idea. Here's my thoughts on the whole relicking thing. The guitar feels worn in and played. It just feels cool. The cosmetics and aesthetic part of it that people hate, it doesn't bug me. This one's actually pretty mild. It's got buckle rash. And then you got the whole group of people saying, I don't buy a new car that's pre-dented. I don't know why you're comparing cars with guitars. It's not the same thing. This is an instrument for playing music. You're talking about a vehicle for driving. So I don't get that comparison. Explain it to me. Anyways, this one, everything's made to look old. It's a 3-way switch. And I'd say the tones from this, they're very gritty. And all the parts inside are older style. Got the custom shop. The case that it comes with, all the case candy, you pay for that, but I mean, it's really, really nice. Oh, and the neck feels worn. So you get like this worn feeling that I was talking about, which is the opposite of the classic Vibe 50s feeling, right? So, okay. All right. Best looks. I got to give it to, this is just a personal thing, I got to give it to this one. This is my favorite looking one. Even if it wasn't blue, I just like the contours and the binding. They took away the binding for the Ultra 2. I think that was a mistake, but maybe they just wanted to change it up a bit. Okay, so that's best looks. Best tones, I'm giving it to this guy. The pickups in these, I just almost said it a second ago, they're super gritty, and They're skibbity, and they got Riz. My kids are gonna hate. They don't watch these videos, so they won't care if I say that. Can you hear that? The tone? It's acoustic. Yeah, best tones in this one. Okay, let's move on. We got a lot of categories to go through here today. Best hardware, tuners. I'm gonna go best tuners. I'm going, some people might think locking tuners, but no, I'm going with these ones, the classic gear. And runner-up would be the classic Vibe 50, but I think the metal in these is a little bit better than those ones. Could be the same. I don't know. I'm just going based on what I've heard. They feel a little bit more solid. I prefer this drop-in where you put your string in the top and then wrap around. Prefer that over locking tuners. I prefer that over the Pro 2 has those Fender tuners, which I don't like. And I guess the classic, the custom shop has similar tuners to this too, but they're all dirty and ugly. So, okay, that's tuners. Best neck, I've already kind of alluded to this. The Player 2 is pretty close, but my favorite neck is this one. And it has super natural satin feeling. I can't remember what the radius is on this. I don't know if it's a 9 to 5 or if it's a compound radius. I know it's a compound on the Ultra, but I don't really care about that. I don't really notice that stuff. This one, if it has a compound radius, then maybe that's why I like it. I don't know. Anyways, best frets. It's going to go to the Ultra. I believe these are jumbo. It's a lot of frets to remember. It's a lot of specs to remember. I think they're Ultra. Anyways, just playing with it, the action and the way the frets are, the size and the shape and the feeling. I don't know. This is all personal, on the spot, personal taste. Favorite body. Did I already do best hardware? Body looks. I'm gonna go. Favorite body is I'm going to go with this one, and not because it's relic, because it's the lightest. It's got the lightest wood, and I prefer it. I like nitro. That's all. Best body. Best controls. I'm going to actually go back to this one, the Player II. I think it's got the best controls. The hardware is all good. It feels good. It's solid. It's not the cheap stuff, and you don't need to upgrade it. So I think that's why it's the best. The Pro 2, the Ultra, when you saw inside there, the wiring in those things, and meow. What? The controls and the wiring and electronics, it's all combined, right? So they're convoluted, if that's the right word. There's too much stuff going on in those to make those S1 switches and the, what's the other thing? Push. It just looks ridiculous. There's just too much stuff in it. This one's simple. Best output jack. 4 out of 5. Output jacks agree. The electro socket. I was surprised when I learned these are on this. Right? It's held in by 2 screws. There's none of that cup. And oh man, if you've worked on a Telecaster, if you've ever installed a cup socket, jack, output jack, cup socket, there's this special tool to get the little, I don't even know what it's called. It's this metal piece that has these hooks that stick into the side of the wood. It's ridiculous. Anyways, I hate it. This is the best one for sure. Anybody can do that. I didn't do best body, best strap buttons, but I'd give it to this one. This one, because it's got the option for the strap locks, and they're already there. Best weight. I didn't weight hardly at all for this. This one, it's the lightest. Was it 7 pounds, 6 ounces? There was another one that was pretty close. The Pro 2 is pretty close as well. Okay, best value. And I can say the best value is still this one, the made in Mexico. It's the best value because you can buy it and you don't need to change anything. It's good to go. It's ready. It's ready to go. Best overall, top pick. That one, is also this one. Yeah, I gotta say best overall, top pick. It's not the Custom Shop. Custom Shop's amazing. It's the most amazing guitar. It's just really cool. It's out of reach for most people. This one, pretty much anybody can get one of these. Pretty much anybody that has the amount of money that this costs. Yeah, this is still my top pick, even over the Pro 2 with the neck. I just think it's kind of two categories: best value and best overall. Maybe is that the same thing? Best value and best overall. Maybe this one's best overall, and the best value is the Classic Vibe. Maybe I'm changing what I'm saying, because the Classic Vibe is the cheapest, and you can get a nice guitar, and you don't have to change stuff on it, but you might want to. Anyways, that's my thoughts on all that. You can let me know in the comments how wrong I am. And my final advice for this kind of video, this has been a big video, but my final advice is just remember when you're listening to comparisons on the internet, on YouTube like this, don't let just the tones of the pickup be the thing that determines which guitar you like the best, right? You gotta actually hear them, because you're just hearing them through one recording that I've set up on my computer, and you're hearing it on the internet. And you might want to hear it in person and decide for yourself, and then you actually want to feel the guitars too. So you won't be able to do that unless you can have them in person. So whatever works best for you. And like your hearing in person and the way your setup is and stuff, it's gonna be different. It's not gonna be exactly what I have. Like, there's no way. So just keep those things in mind. Which guitar do you like the best? You can leave a comment. If you want to get any of this stuff, I got links below. And again, thanks to Sweetwater for supporting the channel, providing the guitars, the giveaways, all this stuff. It's just been like a dream. It's a dream. I'll be honest. I don't lie, but people say I'll be honest because that's just the thing you say. It's a dream to be doing this kind of stuff and making it to 100,000 subscribers. I didn't think that was going to happen. I remember starting and being like around 100 subscribers and seeing, I was grandfathered into the YouTube partner program thing, so I was making AdSense revenue from the beginning. Like now you have to have 1,000 subscribers. I didn't have to do that. So anyways, I remember seeing the money and I'm like, oh, you can't do this for a living. There's no way. And then I learned over the years how you do it, and there's ways to do it. So, all right, that's gonna do it for this video. Hope this was helpful, and let me know your thoughts about guitars, about something else. If you want to talk about something else, I'll reply. So that's gonna do it. We'll do a follow-up video when I hit 1 million subscribers, okay? So let's, all right, as always, play guitar and have fun, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.